Welcome to Academy of Tone 273 with some famous Aussie meets Lemmy meets Valeska and meets Andreas.
Hello.
And Thomas.
Yeah, okay. Me again, of course. Yeah. This episode is about some news behind the scenes. Okay, one new face here is Andreas, and his famous English words is...
Good evening, everybody. Here we go.
Cool. He learned that
my only English words.
He learned that from Bryan Adams, the one and only Bryan Adams. It's a good phrase to announce songs, right?
Yes.
Any song. Good evening, everybody. Here we go. Yeah, this song here is again a collaboration of Lemmy and Ozzy. We know from the Ozzy episode, which was like 3 episodes ago, that they both have been friends and they collaborated. And this song here has been recorded by Ozzy in that version with Zakk Wylde on the guitar that we played. And there's also a Motorhead version where Lemmy sings the whole song. And we want to show you a little clip of what we are actually doing when we are going into the office. We have to rehearse the song. Good evening, everybody. Here we go. Check it out. Yeah, you know, BluGuitar is a pretty small company. The reason for that is I don't like big companies. Too many people is no fun for me. I can tell you by my past with those using Knorr people, and I always remember the best times were the times when the company was small. So that's my role model of a company: stay small, be effective, and yeah, have a good team that works well together. There is also somebody that we have a lot of people that are freelancers. We have a lot of people that, you know, we don't. I don't have on the every month payroll, which makes the load a little bit better for the company. But also a lot of good people, and one of them is Emanuel Knorr. He is our new metal expert. He's also coming to the Guitar Summit, and by the way, next week is his live stream. So we have the Academy of Tone, which is this one, and next week we have the Academy of Shred, and that's filmed and produced all by Emanuel Knorr. And we have a little snippet, if I'm correct, that shows a little meeting that we had the other day. So he lives in Bremen, North Germany. This takes a lot of driving, maybe 5 hours or so.
7.
7. Yeah, you 5. You will need 5.
I need 5, but I have the BMW. And yeah, anyway, okay. And yeah, so we do a lot of you know, Zoom or Teams meetings. We have our weekly Friday 12 o'clock meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valeska is organizing that every Friday for the metal. What do we call the metal group, or what was it called?
Die Metal-Gemeinde erobern.
Die
German
Metal-Gemeinde erobern. That's very...
Conquer
that's,
the metal scene?
Community.
Community.
You know, so that's... yeah. Watch that little clip so you see what we are doing in the office eventually with a few other people from outside. This is Emanuel Knorr. We have a meeting, a metal meeting with Valeska, with Andreas, and Max, our dog. Well, there's always one employee in the corner sleeping, and today it's Max. He's having a great time. Yeah, okay, and of course, Valeska's dog, Max, is chilling. It's good for the vibrations. Okay, cheers. I have a Burgdorfer. Nobody has a Burgdorfer. This comes from the Schwarzwald area.
I have a Spanish one, San Miguel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And you? Oh, what? Wow.
French middle water with no bubbles.
I
Cheers.
have to drive later.
I don't have to drive, and Valeska gives a fuck.
Yeah. Nein. Oh.
By the time we are leaving here, we are all sober again. Maybe. Depends on the after show event. Andreas told me that he has quit a band just because of your colleagues were drinking too much.
Too much beer, yes.
The colleagues.
The record was 13 beer by the concert. And after this concert, I quit with the band.
Too much. Because, I mean, if it would be just once, it's okay. But if it is every gig.
Yeah. Vor allem, I was the driver on this night.
So I have a little arrangement with Gulli when we play with the Rock Anarchy, which we actually do this Saturday in a very nice event from Horst Keller. All the Germans know Horst Keller, a very nice guitar teacher. And this is at the end of the world. He makes his like yearly event im, okay, this is very German, Dorfgemeinschaftshaus. Dorf is village, Gemeinschaft means community, Haus means house. In Grebenau, that's 36323.
East Germany.
Close to East Germany.
Yeah.
Maybe it was, maybe it is.
Dunkel Germany.
Very, very dark. But I heard it's a pretty cool event. So if you are local or if you want to go to Nordhessen or wherever that is, this is actually where our drummer Tommy Fischer comes from. And so he has only to drive 5 minutes, which is cool because that will be cheap for Horst. Yeah. Anyway, so the Rock Anarchy and my deal with Gulli, the singer, is he drives there and I drive back so he can drink and I'm sober.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Good
you know, we are friends. We know how to help each other. Okay. The chat is going on. Please let this be a big AmpX announcement. Well, I want to talk a little bit about AmpX as well, but it's not only AmpX. Before we come to AmpX, and we have a special video because there is one more guy who is super important, who is not here because he is actually working in the office right now on AmpX, which is Julian Preuss, and there will be a little video. This company is a lot about AmpX. When you joined, you were discovering something in the fridge.
Yeah.
and in the oven.
I took a picture from that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for 2 months, I
Yeah.
think, and started to learn the systems and how it goes.
Yeah,
And then I saw this.
AmpX
in the
in the
morning.
fridge. And there, I mean, we put it everywhere. We put it in the fridge, we put it in the oven, and microwave.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I had to collect some dirt from my house construction
Yeah.
to test the
mechanics.
knobs. The mechanics, yeah.
Yeah. And talking about mechanics, we have a mechanical engineer. He is kind of freelance, but he is coming on a regular base. His name is Werner Fünfrock. Werner, and Julian at my office desk. The thing is, you know, when I'm not there, everybody takes my office desk and ruins it So when I come, I can have screws, I have the dirt, I have everything on my table, and then I put my shit on their shit, and it piles up, and eventually once a week I have a few minutes to clean the big table in my office. But it's okay. So
AmpX will be unbreakable.
we are working towards to do all the tests. So we have the good thing is when we have found the weaknesses now, we can fix the whole thing before we go into production and before customers get it on stage. So that is the biggest risk. All the other things, I'm super convinced it's absolutely no problem. One more thing which is important change in BluGuitar is our new warehouse.
Yeah.
And Valeska was maybe leading the, how to describe it, implementation of the warehouse.
The project
Yeah.
of communication between two systems who are not located in the same place.
Yeah.
Our warehouse and our company. So it is software-based stuff.
Yeah.
And I had the project. Oh, yeah.
A long project, but the good thing is Tilo, who Timo. Okay, we have Timo,
so much
Tilo,
Tios.
and Tilo. Okay, Tilo is the guy who makes the Rocco del Schlacco festival here, local festival for the last time, by the way.
Made Rocco del Schlacco.
Yeah.
Made Rocco del Schlacco.
Yeah, made. Yeah, exactly. And so we have a little picture of us being in the warehouse, and the good thing is they are super professional when it comes to the shipping, and the process is in place, so everything works, and we have a lot more time now because we don't have to deal with all the shipment stuff ourselves anymore.
Yeah, our problem was with the personal capacity of a lemonade booth delivered to the whole world. Yeah, and we are so wenig, so few people in our company. We didn't have enough time to pack every package, send an email, manual. Yeah, we try to find the time to have a good contact to our clients, but we need a standard process. So I'm sorry for that. If you order something and you make a special adding via email, we can't do that. You have to make another order.
Yeah.
Because of the technical stuff. The data will be transferred to
the warehouse.
To the warehouse in this moment.
Yeah, they have like the one process. That's something we all have to learn, but I can kind of see the whole world and the bigger picture here. So what maybe you guys have heard or maybe you haven't heard, a lot of small shops are unfortunately dying. I love the passionate music shop owners and I want to support them. We have a lot of business going to the big ones like Thomann or Andertons in the UK. So the whole industry is changing. And on the other hand, the model of having a distribution and a store is also heavy because we had a few distributors stopping their business. It started in Italy, which was the former Fender distributor. Then we had Scandinavia problems because they wanted more money, and we were literally making 50 euros on a sale of an AMP1, and they made more, which is understandable, but we didn't make any money anymore, so we had to stop that. And we are like selling direct now, And we have a good store, Musa Corner, okay.
Musa Corner in Finland.
Finland, yeah. So greetings to those guys. And we will probably set up a few more in Sweden and other countries. We have, behind the scenes, there are a lot of changes. The thing is, also the UK, just recently JHS, John Hornby SKUs, after 60 years, they stop to distribute brands. And I know the guys, I don't know how old I am, but I think one of my first jobs ever was to fly to the UK and be there at the trade show with JHS. And I even remember Sir Hornby SKUs when he had his Rolls Royce and always these super British jokes. I mean, super British. I was impressed by this guy, you know, a real gentleman, but then dirty. So, but a sweet kind of guy. And now, after so many years, they stopped, and we will take over the distribution ourselves by the end of the year or beginning of next year. So you will hear some official statement on that as well. For now, they are still in place. They still have a little stock. There might be some friction, and if they don't have anything, write us an email. We will, you know, transition period, we will take over. And there's so many things that we have to take care of, and that's why we wanted to have the warehouse not in our office anymore. And that gives us more freedom to take care of all the, well, international issues that are coming up, which is quite a lot.
To improve all.
Yeah, but improve all, I mean, you know, this world is crazy, and we have America. That's something, you know, Mr. Trump has tariffs on anything, and then there is like the tariffs on China, and we are manufacturing in China, and I'm very proud of our quality and what the Chinese are doing for us. We had some German kind of manufacturing with the first batch, and we had to change because these guys were too creative, let's put it in a positive words, and that was creating problems. And our current manufacturer is happy if we tell them exactly what we want. We can torture them with all the fucking nuances, from folding the handle on the left side to, you know, the settings of the knobs and which part, everything has to be signed off from our side. So we are super happy with them. But now we have tariffs in the US, and you guys can be lucky because I'm talking about US now. We have bought a lot of AMP1, Mercury, and Iridium before the tariffs were in place, and then we wanted to launch the NanoCab Neo Pro, which is behind us here. Wait a minute. So, and this new cabinet and the standard NanoCab was sold out in the US. We had planned and manufactured a full production load going to the US, and then the tariffs came in place, and I said, hey guys, this makes no sense. This will be so expensive, we will not burn money. And then I decided that we get the US shipping in the container that went to Germany. So we have a lot of stock here in Germany, especially on cabinets, because the American load also is consolidated now in Germany. And that's good. Unfortunately, it's a little bit sad for the Americans, but one thing, you guys will not see a price increase as long as we have stock. And in the US, we do have fat caps and twin caps. Unfortunately, no nano caps for now. So get yourself a fat cap at a low price. It will never be any cheaper. And the same on amp-1s. If you are in America, now is the time. It only will get more expensive, as everything in the US will get more expensive, for many reasons. And so, yeah, anyway, this is the international view that...
The big bubble.
The big bubble, yeah. That's where's my beer?
Da ist dein Bier.
Yeah, bubble, talking about bubble.
Prost.
Prost. Okay. I was born in Paderborn. Yeah, this is Carsten. Yeah, Carsten Göke, who is a German YouTuber, and he's currently on a mission. He is testing the amp-1 as being the quiet amp. So there's a long story. I don't tell the whole story, but his challenge now is how to get a good sound without disturbing the neighbors. And
Thank you, Carsten.
Yeah.
Good. Good idea. And Sheriff 93 is our friend from Switzerland, Marcel. Yeah?
Marcel, exactly.
Genau.
Yeah, and by the way, and the same thing in Switzerland, we lost our distribution because they stopped distributing guitar products. So we are forced to take a new route way, and the only way I see is trying to get it done from our side, because then the communication will be straight, then the whole service will be straight, and that's a huge topic we are working on, and that's actually one of the topics that Andreas is working on a lot, because he is doing some of the social media stuff. So if you have maybe seen here on YouTube the shorts, anything of the shorts, he finally is editing those shorts and putting them up. I was always dreaming of that, and then he came along.
I'm dreaming of that too. The whole night.
Yeah. So Andreas has to watch all the Academy of Tones from the beginning, and he also has to watch earlier episodes, which means 273 by now. That's why your face is getting square. Well, it's hip to be square. This was. What's the name?
What's the name?
Yeah.
Write in the chat.
Yeah, you know the song. And you are. Somebody knows the song. I'm not Mike and the Mechanics. Huey Lewis and the News. Thank you. You are the best. You are the. Yeah. Yeah.
Genau, Power of Love.
Power of Love, genau. Yeah. So Andreas knows all this tune. And by the way, I'm playing the Iridium today, which is a bit unusual. So when I was changing some of the settings earlier, I was dialing in here and nothing happened because I was actually playing this one. Okay, you
sounds good too, no?
Sounds good too, no? Yeah, but this is when I play Les Paul. I'm torn between the two. When I play Strat, I'm totally Mercury. But this is, hey, that's me and that's my taste.
It's easier to get from the Mercury an Iridium sound, or
is it
or das Gegenteil?
Okay, to get an Iridium sound from the Mercury, you would need to use maybe a pedal. Because what is the difference between the Mercury and the Iridium? This is kind of hot rodded in a way. There is no floppy low end, and it's kind of tighter, and it has probably a touch more gain, and it's more focused. And this is kind of wider and a little bit organic, vintagey. So if you have this and a pedal, you can get into the sound.
And if you the Iridium turn down in the low gain mode,
it is getting towards that, but it's still tighter in a way. Okay. So me, the vintage guy who wants that loose and bloomy stuff, you are a Les Paul guy. So in your words, you play. This is your own pedalboard, by the way. The Mercury, but for
it's
me,
very dirty. It's Hausstaub.
Okay, Hausstaub. That's an interesting German word. Hausstaub.
Homedust.
Homedust. By the way, I'm collecting Homedust for the aging process of my BluGuitar master builds, because the master builds, they have to look a little dirty, and so the real Homedust in plastic bags is the ingredients that is applied onto my BluGuitar 61 master build. Actually,
now you know it.
Now you know it. Homedust is it's the secret. In German, we can simply call it Dreck. Yeah.
We know it from the shorts. Most of people take comments about your home dust of your Strat.
Yeah, and I think this was one of the shorts that have been watched a lot.
Yes.
And the discussion about is it disgusting or not? I kind of, you know me, look at me, I'm shaved, I shave almost every day. You too?
No.
See?
So,
home dust.
Yes.
Home dust.
1 time a year.
Home dust and a beard. Okay. And me.
That's Les Paul.
Yeah, that's Les Paul. So, yeah, okay, clean and, a little. So, and what I'm doing is my guitar is cleaned only eventually. I gave it up. And I learned from Richie Blackmore, my biggest hero. He had in an interview, he was somebody asked about something he had on the headstock, and there was whatever, a screw or some dust or something. And then Mr. Blackmore said in the interview, when he was asked, what is this special thing for? And then he said, it's designed so you talk about it. And that's my home dust.
Okay. Also, the mighty Craig Koch said in an interview, never clean up your fretboard. The tone must be dirty.
Yeah, I totally agree. Greg Koch is one of my biggest friends. I mean, he's definitely my tallest friend. I don't know anybody on this planet as tall as Greg Koch.
If you play Strat, the guitar looks like a children's guitar. Or
ukulele. Yeah. And if you want to see me with Greg Koch, I have done a nice interview with him on the Telecaster players just 1 year ago when we were at Guitar Summit. And at this event, he was there, we played together, and Greg came to our booth and we had a nice chat. And I don't know what episode this was, but Greg Koch is killer. Yeah.
Genius.
Okay, so talking a little bit about Andreas, is he loves Les Paul?
Yes, of course. I also play other guitars, but I love the Les Paul so like you love the Strat. Yeah.
And this Les Paul is a custom. What year is it?
1978. I bought it at Frankfurt. And there was a guy, he had a room full of Les Pauls, and there was 3 black Les Pauls, and he said one of them you can choose. And so I decide for
this one.
This one.
And he has still had 2 other black ones.
Yes. Überlegen. 9080 and a 9082.
Okay.
But that's was the best.
And that's the oldest one.
That's the oldest one. Yeah.
And actually, I had one like those, and this goes back like 20 years ago when I was doing the session work, and I sold it. And that's one of the guitars that I really regret having sold, because I was thinking I would rather get into the 59 business, which was way too expensive, even back then for me. So I sold the guitar, and I never got back into the vintage Les Pauls until I got this one and this one. So this is my 68, and that's a 71 or 73, I don't know, maybe eventually. For me, it doesn't matter. It's a good guitar, and period. One more thing about Andreas, besides working on the BluGuitar stuff, he is a professional guitar teacher. Hot for the teacher. Okay. I know there is a song of Van Halen like that, but I never played it. But I remember it's a super ultra fast shuffle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfecto. You.
Hey, perfecto.
Hi.
Yeah. Shred. Yeah.
Nicht shred. Right.
I hope, perfecto. I hope we can see you at the Guitar Summit again. Let us know in the comments if you're there, and if so, we could have maybe a spot on our new stage, because we are preparing the Guitar Summit lately. And this, by the way, is the layout. These bits and pieces will be our booth. And we actually have implemented on this side here a stage. And the stage used to be in between the 2 booths from BluGuitar and Klopman in the middle last year. And now we have extra space. We booked extra space. And this goes down the aisle. So there's an aisle. There's some space where people can stand, and there. So we have a lot more people that can hear what's going on our demo stage with headphones. So yeah, that's also something we prepare. And I'm preparing things for NAMM, and we book, Airbnbs and
whatnot.
And whatnot, exactly. Not. But back to Andreas. We worked a lot on the BluGipedia stuff. Because I'm so convinced that we have to create a solid foundation of knowledge that we all can refer to. So if you do have any questions on what's going on with AMP1 or with the cabinets or with Blue Box or whatnot, BluGipedia is the place where you can find that. And he's taking care of that side. Maybe shall we try to get the laptop up?
Yeah, it's the perfect moment for that.
Yeah, the perfect moment, for example.
I mean, we can also go through the pedalboard, but let's talk about BluGipedia first, and then we go into the sounds, and then everybody's waiting for AmpX, which will be by the way, the guy behind the camera is Lukas. Lukas, come, say hi. show your face. Come, yeah.
Noch ein Stück.
Yeah.
Komm mal
So
ran hier.
everybody.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
Hello.
So. Yeah.
I lost my security lock now.
You lost it?
Yeah, in my hair. It's okay. Alles gut. It's in my hair.
You can wear flowers in your hair, which
I wear security locks.
Shala security locks.
Security now.
Yeah.
Well, Valeska is actually heavy metal because that's heavy metal in your hair.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you find this later. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's go and. Wait a minute. Stop. Thanks for the mobile phone. This was Valeska's phone for the intro backing track.
We were at that point that we have to...
Yeah. To demonstrate the BluGipedia, we need questions from you.
Yeah. Maybe I can talk a little bit what I am totally excited about, that this site has a chatbot. Okay, everybody hates chatbots because that's this kind of modern thing.
Valeska,
Ich bin gerade dabei.
zeig mal auf the chatbot.
Ach so, okay.
Valeska shows the chatbot.
Yeah. So I make sure that we don't fall over the cable. And what I really like, okay, this is like the landing page. This is what you get here. This is bullshit. Yeah, because when you type in the search bar, maybe you can write something German or English, like Brummen by AMP1.
Also German.
By. Ja, ist okay. Brummen by.
German, that's
Yeah,
that's German,
that's
genau.
German.
Yeah.
That's German.
Let's see if he finds a stört. So, and then I translate. Okay, Brummen by M1 stört. Let me see if he.
I got no internet.
Ah, you got no internet.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Right. 1 second.
Shall I give you the Wi-Fi code? Where's my phone?
Right.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, fi.
So, just a few seconds.
Are you online? It's stopping.
Südliche Kellerproblem.
Well, maybe we try the other one, and I give you that code as well, because we have Wi-Fi here. No, it's the 97. Not working?
Give him the Wi-Fi code.
Code.
Huh?
Wi-Fi code.
I connect you here. The password I cannot see other.
Is this the right?
Oh, this is way too long. Wait a minute.
Is this the right WLAN?
86.
978
I have.
596, ja.
Das habe ich ja schon den Code, aber der funktioniert nicht. Das hängt irgendwie gerade.
Okay.
Das hat. Da bin ich drin, aber das hat.
Keine Internetverbindung. Yeah, now it's frozen. Fucking hell. That's not good.
Goodie. That was the search bar without internet.
Okay, good.
But the chatbot
Good evening.
with internet and the search bar with internet is much better.
You know what we should do? Okay, then we'll fix that while we watch another video. But let me announce what we will see. I know. Shitbot, yeah.
Ich stecke mal gerade hier aus. Dann
okay.
Probier ich nochmal, vielleicht komme ich gleich ran.
Yeah, okay, we start that. So, the thing about what is going on, everybody is interested, of course, in the AmpX. And there are things that we have achieved, and I have filmed a little video with Julian. So, yeah, watch it, and in the meantime, we fixed the Wi-Fi. Yeah, and afterwards I give you more information. Eben. Hey, BluGuitar behind the scenes 2025. Welcome to the office. Oh, Gibson case, twin cab, my good old pedalboard, my cabinets and more. This is some t-shirts and some people working and eating. Aha. Oh man. All good. So here, this is our process, and this is my office. As we can see, messy because this is secret. By the way, this is the booth for Guitar Summit, and we are doing mechanics, and I do all kinds of things, hardware, software, pickups, everything at once. So it's good to have a bigger room. Okay, and now let's go and see and meet Julian. So this is our holy grail. Tons of AmpX 3, 2, 1, 5, 6, 7, and a lot of interesting. Mr. Julian Preuß in his office. Hi. So what's new with AmpX? We finally decided to stop after having achieved version 7.
Yeah, version 7 meant for me that the PCB got bigger.
Yeah.
This time physically. Because we could no longer fit some stuff on it. So on the left side, it got bigger here, and there's a bridge here, and it still fits into the housing nicely. So,
but we have tons of things on this kind of PCB. If you want to have a look. Yeah, and that's just the, let's say, preamp and the main board. There's another one, which is this one here. That's the power board with the power supply and the power amp, and with the XLRs. So yeah, but what did we actually achieve in our version 7? After, all the other versions where we make a special round on high gain amps that we had, and then we had some boutique vintage amps, and then we had some boutique amps like a Dumble, and we achieved all the sounds that I was thinking and dreaming of. So far, so good. And then we worked on details like pedals. We have a boost and we have an overdrive stage. And we actually worked on the overdrive stage in the past, but with all the knowledge that we were
gained from the amp,
we thought, we can do it better. So we used our knowledge from the amp section into the pedal section as well.
So especially the boost section was drastically improved, and it's now possible to have certain types of pedals running in the drive section or in the boost section or in both places at the same time.
For instance, the good old Tube Screamer can be a boost pedal and it can be an overdrive pedal, so we can have like 2 Tube Screamers in series, all analog.
Yeah, so basically we moved the limits of what is a boost and what is a drive in both directions.
And we went very, very nerdy on our input section, on the input impedance switching. You came up with an idea of having more steps. In the past we had only, I don't know, was it 6 or so limited amount?
It was previously it was 4 steps.
4 steps.
And we were designing amps, and in the end we used up all 4 steps just for the amps.
And then the pedals, for example, the Rangemaster treble booster is a super low impedance pedal, 12 kilo ohms, and so now we have 64 steps from
12K and 2 mega ohms.
Yeah, and that includes all the classic values of all the classic amps and all the classic pedals. So now we can make your guitar that is plugged into an AmpX exactly react like on these original devices. Very critical, because you cannot fake something that happens between the interaction of the guitar and the amp. It's a, what is it called, a Schwingkreis, the interaction of the pickup, the load with the input. That,
like output impedance together with input impedance.
Yeah, and that's, there is no cosmetics here. This is sound, basic sound. That if that's not right, you can only fake EQ it and it will sound...
As
plastic.
you always say, Grundsoundqualität.
Yeah, I want my Grundsoundqualität in, and it starts with the input. Talking about those connections, we also put a little more effort in our XLR outs, because output is also important. When you are connected with the XLRs to a PA system and you have your 10,000 watts, you switch off the AmpX, and now we have a mute circuitry.
Yeah, and Thomas made a video when I finished it, like a few months ago or so.
Yeah. This is R&D AmpX, and Julian has implemented the mute on the XLR out. So we have a big PA system. Imagine this would be your 10,000 watts PA, but this is reality. So XLR out, and this is the sound. Okay, and this is how it would sound if we hadn't done the changes, the improvement. Okay. Yeah, just imagine this would be a killer PA and you switch on or off your AmpX. So it's professional. Okay, another thing that we achieved in the pedal stages is, while we were working on some pedals, we found out that we can even do some fuzz sounding.
Which was like unclear to us and maybe you for a longer time.
If it's possible, we don't.
It's kind of solved, and it's even also solved within limits in both stages. So the main stage for making fuzzes will be the drive section, but there will also be something in the boost.
Yeah, so that all gives us more options, and finally we are happy. So we can now focus on finalizing version 7, which is actually going into production. And we have reached the point where we stopped designing in the way that we changed the schematics. The schematics are finished. We even have the PCB, the board data now sent into production.
The point is, we have finally ordered some quantity of units that is no longer sample quantity. So we will receive some units. I won't tell you how many.
It's not many.
And then the beta testing phase will finally start.
And we are hoping that we get this version 7 ready for Guitar Summit. And we're hoping that we are better than last year, because last year with version 6, last minute, and with all the extra changes we had to do, we were not happy, because it was some sounds were there but not enough. The
version 6 was a much bigger step coming from version 5. In many points of views, like the software changed a lot from 5 to 6, the hardware changed even more from 5 to 6, and now the version 7 is a rather small polishing
from 6
step. Yeah.
Yeah.
From 6.
Yeah. But for me, it will be a big step because I'm still on version 5 when I play my gigs. So I'm really, really looking forward for that final version. And then we can polish that on the software, you know, with beta testing and getting the things in order. So all we can say, we are happy with what we have achieved. And now we are ready to finalize it. And I'm not saying when there will be shipments because I'm very reluctant when it comes to timing, but every day we can sign off a little thing here and there on things like on the mechanics, on the electronics, on the software, and it's getting to an end, and that's a very good feeling. And for Julian, this room has seen hours of work, and I show you around just a few little things. Can you hold? So this was the one PCB. This is the power PCB. There's all, you know, our prototypes in different versions. There's some pedals that we have. There's more pedals from the pedals stage. There's more PCB stuff. You know, all the older versions and all the, you know, tons of things. You can see what we are doing here. And see, these are some of the extra PCBs because there is no room anymore to put all our new improvements on that version 6 PCB. So the version 6 PCB, there's even some underneath, you know, here. So everywhere, improvements everywhere. But we are coming to the end, finally, yeah. And that's the good news for Mr. Preuss. Yeah, so this is some update about the AmpX from the office. There's actually a lot more. I'm not going in all detail because that's an extra episode that we want to do when Guitar Summit is over. I mean, we have now a deadline because we want to show AmpX in the final version hardware at the Guitar Summit, and as I told you in the video, it is a challenge to get all the sounds implemented on this latest version, which will be fine because we tested it. It is possible, but it's still a lot of work. And so it's time consuming, so I cannot promise what we will see. Hopefully what I'm dreaming of, that we have all the amps that we ever done on AmpXs in one final AmpX, which is
Amen.
Very soon. Amen. Yeah. Amen for the English. Yeah. There's one little clip that I also was filming the other day when I was working with Julian on the pedal stages, because we are talking about amps. AmpX is, you know, we have basically what's in this room and in other rooms, a lot of beautiful amps in there, some classics and some of mine, and of course the amp1s. On the other hand, the pedal section was, we didn't put that much love into that before, because we were always so focused on the amps and so focused, and finally we spent the time, and with all the knowledge we redesigned the pedal stage, and I was so happy, like you could hear in the video, that we could achieve even things that I was not even dreaming about. We had the boost section can now do a tube screamer, and when it can do a tube screamer, it can be can do also SD1, and because they are all very, very similar. And the drive stage can do the same again, so we can do cascading gain pedals. Wow, for me it's killer. And while we have been twiddling, fiddling, and so I found something that I thought was nearly impossible is fuzz. There's a little clip that shows a fuzzy moment. Enjoy. Yeah, as we can see, we spent a lot of time working on that project and it's coming. So I'm happy, not only because it will be available, no, I'm happy with what we could achieve, and we achieved a lot. We had invent things that have never been possible before. I told you about the power amp saturation that is exactly like the good old amps, and all that stuff you will finally see. So let's look at this at the chat here. Paul Schlachter, can you combine the boost and auditory stuff to emulate a Friedman? Yeah, I mean you can combine both sections. The boost is like a pedal, and it can be a lot of different pedals, and then the drive section can replicates or creates drive pedals, and you can use both at the same time or individual. It's just like having two pedals. Then I saw another comment here earlier. What was it? Guber Toro, somebody. Lucas, can you give me the question again? This was something about service, and I wanted to make a comment about our service policy. Here in Europe, everything is super easy because we can service the products from our side. And if you are living in Europe and if you have any kind of faulty, it's it's easy as long as there is. Sometimes we have Switzerland issues because Switzerland is not part of the EU, but we have a service center there, and we have also other options. And one word about the prices. When we are repairing our amps, you will kind of never see prices over 200 euros or anything. We try to repair things as cheap as possible. I know that Valeska always tells me we are too cheap when we do this because we put a lot of work into that. And but I want to provide a very good service at a very good rate. The good thing about our products is that the components are not made of gold or diamonds, so the component costs are not crazy. Like if you have a tube amp and you have a Mercury transformer, then this part alone costs 250 whatever US dollars or euros, and then there's the extra work you have to pay for to replace it and stuff like that. When you have a repair at BluGuitar, I haven't seen an invoice over 200. That's how I see it. And most of the stuff is dead cheap because we are not making any money on repairs, which is maybe wrong, but yeah. But for me, the service is so important. In other countries, like in the US, currently we have an issue that our repair center in Nashville, which was British Audio, is not doing the service anymore. They are too busy and blah, blah, blah. So we have to find a new repair center in the US. If you have very good recommendations, please send them to us. I'm actually looking for a new repair center. But in the meantime, we are offering swap deals. So what we have done is we have a little stock of repaired M1 Mercuries and Iridiums, and you can send your faulty amp to us. Well, first you write at service@bluguitar.com, service@bluguitar.com, and then we look into whatever's wrong, and sometimes the customer is wrong and the cable is the problem, and there is no problem. But sometimes there's a faulty, which is totally fine. Faulties can occur on any product, even ours. And then we will offer you in the US a swap deal. So it's like $150 and you get a refurbished new one just like yours. Less scratchy, in total fine condition with everything, and everything is solved. And guys, this is so... I think that's very good service. When I try to get service for other things that I have in my house, electronic service like my synthesizer or something like that, I get invoices about 600 and a lot of money. So from my perspective, I'm very proud that we can offer a solution at a very good price and a very good solution too. And of course, it is never fun to need service, but we try to make it as sweet as possible. Okay, that was my comment. And then we had a little comment about our fridge. There was Käsekuchen in the fridge. And
the good cheesecake.
Yeah, cheesecake. Well, there's a good friend of mine, Kurt Landry. And the funny thing is, Kurt Landry's wife was my English teacher. And Kurti is a drummer, and here is him, and he works for a big bakery here, local, and
he makes Nussblunder.
Nussblunder.
Best Nussblunder in Saarland.
Yeah.
The only Nussblunder.
Yeah.
It's a Pelzer firma, ne?
Yeah. It's a
Barbarossa Prince.
Yeah. And this company, well, it's cool. His brother is the owner and boss, and he works there too. And I know his brother as well.
Music store.
Yeah. And Kurti had a music store for ages. Cult. Yeah, it was cult.
Music.
And Kurti is of course a good friend of ours. And when he makes his tour, he comes to us and then he gives us some kribbel, stickshot. You know, my saying is always, maybe for the Germans, you have heard that there's Brot für die Welt. Okay. I mean, this is Brot für die Welt, which means bread for the world. But I say Kaffeestikscher für das Saargebiet. Nobody can translate that. That's the local slang, Kaffeestikscher, which Kaffee is coffee. Okay, and Stikscher is like small pieces, which means it's pastries for the Saarland people. So Brot, the word gets spread, but we get the pastries. Okay, and Kurdi comes to us bringing the pastries, which is nice. So we have kind of different people coming to the office, bringing in fresh air and some fresh pastries, which is cool. Wait to get the cheesecake with our repairs. Yeah, sure. And by the way, Poo Ninja, a very, very long time ago when BluGuitar was launched, it's 10 years ago or so, at one of the earliest shows ever, we had cookies with the One logo.
Ah, ja, genau.
Yeah, and that was also done by Kurdi, which was cool, Okay, Patrick said, Brot für die Welt, Kuchen für mich ist, that's proper German then. Okay, I guess we should come back. We have some internet connection now. Yeah, I have a repeater. The repeater was not plugged in. Yeah, was not plugged in. So what we have here is the search bar in the middle. How can I help? We have it now in English, but you could write either German or English, or let's ask a question.
The search bar is for solch ein Schlagwort. For keywords.
Yeah.
Keywords.
So let's put in a noise problem or something like this.
Noise problem.
So, and then what we can see here is all the articles that we wrote, which means me and Andreas, that show up here in this search bar.
You can, man kann sagen, also,
Yeah?
you find some articles in these rubrics, AMP1,
Yeah.
AMP1 Iridium.
In the category, there's you can browse through the categories and you can go and
troubleshooting.
Yeah, there's and then you find all kind of articles. But what is the thing about MIDI learn and all that stuff? This kind of knowledge is crucial once it's getting complex, and we all do this kind of as a preparation for AmpX, because AmpX is complex and offers so many features. So this is our, let's say, AMP1 knowledge base so far and more, but that's kind of the rehearsal for the storm that is coming, that I can see coming. So these articles are there and you can browse through categories. But what's new is the chatbot here. The little guy in the corner. That little... Andreas? Yeah. Okay, and that little guy. Now we click on that little guy. And... Okay, yeah, go and find... Yeah. So now we have that little guy. And then maybe just type in noise problem. Ask BluGuitar.
Sigi Hauswirts said keywords like noise and Mercury.
Yeah.
Noise problem with Mercury, for example.
So just as an example. So, and then let's see what this BluGuitar is actually telling us. And for me, that's very good, because that chatbot is learning from all the articles that are on BluGipedia. So all the knowledge is browsed with this intelligent, artificial intelligence software here, and rewrites the articles based on your question. So the smarter your question, the better the answer. But it's such an impressive thing. And what I like about it too is that bot speaks 52 languages.
Oh.
So here's my little French problème avec mon amp1 problème de bruit. Okay, de bruit. Quoi faire? Okay. So, and then enter. Oh no, bonjour, je suis très content pour aider. No?
Yeah.
So for me, this is killer. So it's perfect French and it has the perfect knowledge. And that's so good because as we spoke at the beginning, we have to kind of cover the service for the whole world one day. And of course we speak German, a little English and a little French, and that's it. But this kind of software is showing me the options that we will get in the future.
And again.
What is it? I tried BluGipedia just now.
The chat will only know things that are standing in the BluGipedia.
Yeah, we have to tell the chatbot, the BluGi, there's some secrets we don't tell you guys. So there's only official knowledge. I mean, and if you're interested, I'm not 60 yet. Cheers. So I got a 5 somewhere, and that's good. So, Schwätz Deutsch, du Säckel.
Säckel.
Ah, okay, this is your Mai. This is South German accent.
Half the Stillstand in Danish works. I just asked. Very good.
Very good. So, I mean, this is, I don't know, what was it, Danish or Swedish or any of these languages. And I was so impressed. And yeah, Paul, this is, Danish. The only thing I know about Denmark is Dänen lügen nicht. You know that song? Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
This is from Otto, okay? Otto?
Yeah, well, there is so many different versions of that song.
Okay.
Let me explain. This is a little musician's special here. There is a song in German lyrics called Tränen lügen nicht. Okay, Tränen means tears don't lie. Okay, it's a very emotionally strong song, and if you play a ballad and if you put this as an encore, everybody is like, it's like everybody starts crying and then we can go home. Rest in peace. So because tears don't lie. And of course, the musicians all make fun of it. It's like, Dänen lügen nicht, Danish people don't lie. And I was playing in a German band called Purple Schulz. Purple is Rüdiger. But everybody in Germany knows Purple Schulz because he has very good German lyrics. He was having great lyrics. I enjoyed touring with him for 5 years. And we had one of the songs that he was playing is Kleine Seen, and he had this habit of changing the set list. Like I can't even tell you. It's like instead of Kleine Seen, he wrote Einen Stehen instead of, and then he added on Dänen lügen nicht. And sowas kann ich nur mit dir. He wrote on the set list, sowas kann ich nur mit Bier. So, you came on stage and you had a set list and you always were in a good mood because, he had a good sense of humor. And therefore I know that song because we played it a couple of times,
Okay.
which was fun. Okay, fun belongs into music, important. Okay, humor. So, what NanoCab and Blue Box worked fine here in the little space. Thanks again, Thomas. Yes, sure. I was born in Paderborn. Here, we, as the local Saarland people, we would say I was born in Appleborn. But that's only for the few people from our area. And for those who have no idea what Appleborn means, apple is is many apples. Like there's one apple, and if you have more apples, you have apples. And so some people were born in Appleborn, and that's probably where, our local slang is anyway English. I mean, Appleborn, it's correct English.
Yes.
It's just like the rain is good for the garden, or my house is green. It's proper Saarländisch and English. Okay, so far.
Okay.
Wir können auch zum Soundfinder.
Yeah, yes, please.
There's another special in our BluGipedia, the Soundfinder.
Yes.
Oh. If you're looking for a special tone, you can search by guitarist or band. Give them off Ghost. Ghost.
As the night owl for ghosts. Ooh.
Yes. Yeah, that's was kann man sagen?
Settings?
That's the sound settings,
Yeah.
and it's ich sag auf Deutsch der Startpunkt, mit dem man beginnt.
Yeah, I mean, it's the starting point.
Yeah.
We all know that your guitar is different, that your playing style is different, you have that kind of pick and blah, blah, blah. So what we are doing here is a starting point. It's giving you in the ballpark, and then of course you have to refine because we don't know the output of your guitar, if you have EMGs or if you have passive pickups or, and...
You still have to hear.
Yeah.
And then try it.
But it's sometimes very inspiring to check out some of those sounds because some of the settings, even myself, would never have tried because, it's like you can't put that on 5 or you can't put this all the way. And sometimes this exactly is what gives you the character. And you can take this as a great source of inspiration on how flexible our amp-1s are and what you can actually do.
Some guy asked for a diesel sound.
VH4?
What is VH4?
I had once, maybe it's there. I remember it was with Niels Finkeisen.
It's not on the BluGipedia.
Maybe it's not there yet, or maybe we didn't record it. VH4, dual rectifier. Okay. Adrian was trying those settings from the side, I guess. I tried the VH4 and dual rectifier tones and pretty freaking close. So somewhere it is, must be there. If there are still some missing, let me know. And of course, I cannot promise to do this right away, but I bump into people that might have that amp that we don't have yet on that platform, and then I do the A/B. And of course, you have to understand that their settings is also a reference. I use whatever people enjoy. I try to make their settings, not my settings. Okay, so this is the...
If there's anything you missed in the BluGipedia, write us an email.
Yeah.
And we try to complete it.
Yeah. which email address would you like to?
marketing@bluguitar.com.
So that's his email address, marketing@bluguitar.com. And we have our meetings. So if there's something that you send to Andreas, and then we talk about it, and then it's a small company. Yeah. I see. How about Euge Valovirta's Bad Boy? Well, very simple. Euge also plays the Iridium, and if you use the classic channel, you are very, very close.
Is he not in the BluGipedia, right?
Yeah, but I have a video with Euge. If you go on Academy of Tone with Euge Valovirta, you can see his Bad Boy being here, and we did an A/B switching episode. I forgot about it. 70, like 200 episodes ago. But if you type that in,
by the way,
yeah.
If you're looking for an episode, probieren wir mal. Euge Valo.
Are these
Virta.
Are these already in there? Valovirta, no, it's okay.
Yeah,
No,
it's not
there yet.
Not there yet. But
This is in the
coming
bulk
soon.
that
It's
coming
still in
soon.
progress,
Because
yeah.
Still in progress, yeah.
Yeah, we have this kind of directory here on that side as well to find the content of Academy of Tone. And here you can see the episodes we already have done. But you can see there's some missing. After 30, there's the part missing up to 139.
Yes.
And this is where Euge was there. But all the rest that you can see here is already online.
If you're looking for special episodes,
Yeah.
look at BluGipedia.
Yeah.
Take a look at BluGipedia.
And
This is for you.
Yeah. And you can see there's a lot of work still to do, because this ends at 30 and then it starts with 139 again, which means there is another 109 episodes.
Black hole.
Yeah, the black hole is 109 episodes.
I have a lot to do.
Yeah. But it's coming. Okay.
Dänen, wo sind denn Dänen lügen? Oh.
Wo Dänen, wo sind
Svenny Gallus, that's a good one.
Thank you.
The humor is so great. Wohl Dänen, Dänen, wohl sind denn Dänen lügen nicht. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So this is under constant construction, which means we will improve that knowledge base constantly. We will improve by putting in more knowledge, but for me it's quite astonishing how much knowledge you can find, especially with that new feature with the 51 or 52 languages. For me it's unbelievable. It's even better than the articles, because depending on the question you put, the chatbot, the BluGi, the virtual BluGi there, rewrites the articles in a way that is easy to understand. Sometimes we write an article based on something that people found out about, let's say the Boss MS3 MIDI, very complex. So we make an article, if you use a Boss MS3, you have to watch this and blah, blah, blah. So it's all coming from that side. But if your question is, I have a MIDI thing and blah, 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 and then it explains you the basics in a very clear way, and then it adds on, if you have a Boss MS3, these are the specific or the special issues that you will face with this unit. And we cannot do that because we would have to write 100 articles, and this machine rewrites it exactly for your needs. I'm blown away. I'm a fan.
Bam! Again.
Yeah. Water and Bitburger. Okay. So I'm too late to the show. When shipped to the US, okay. You know what? You can see us at NAMM, and this is the first time we ship the AmpX to the US, but we will take those back.
The first AmpX.
Yeah. For all the guys out there that want an AmpX, go on our website, put yourself in the pre-order list. I know thousands are there already, which is scary. But the thing is, then we know how to deal with the stuff, and we of course try to get ready, and we try to get everybody sorted. But we will start in small circles and then make it bigger, and then we will be in the US. And write your name on that list. That helps.
HDO, BluGipedia. Very good. I have a question about the remote one, which was
BluGipedia, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
And get the real answer, great. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
It works.
There's a question.
And it grows day by day.
About how many people work in BluGuitar?
How many people? Well, it's 4 on the payroll, I would say.
And the dog.
Yeah, on the payroll there are more. On the payroll there are more.
There's more. We have a bunch of freelancers, and I cannot afford to have them fully employed. And I'm not a fan of doing that, because the best guys, they need to be flexible, because they sometimes do other projects as well. And you can run a company not only on flexible people, because then the whole operation falls apart. So my theory is, the basic team is, Valeska, myself, Julian, Andreas. So, and then we have Lucas, who is there every Wednesday for the live streams. Then Emanuel Knorr, who is doing 1 live stream per month. Then we have Werner as our mechanical engineer. Then we have a software engineer, another Andreas, and then we have another Andre, analog technician, engineer, genius. Then
so
we
many jobber.
Yeah.
Also 4 are in the base.
Yeah. And
with Andreas.
Yeah, but there is like twice as many in the orbit, and I think it is the best way to deal with it, because the operation would be bigger, which is more money, and that money, first, we don't have, honestly, and second, it's like a big operation. There's a lot of dynamic that I don't want to deal with. It's better to talk to fewer people, like in a band. It's like, okay, you play the bass, you play the guitar, easy peasy. But if you have like 3 guitar players or 5, and 5 bass players, it's like, oh, when is my time to play? Not today. You come. It's all too complicated. Keep it simple. Have the basic jobs with the core team, and these people have subs or extra, freelancer people, Dimas, and software programmer that helps you, and
You know the joke. What is a band without keyboards? A band without problems.
I love that. Yeah, no keyboards, no problems. This brings me back for Andreas' introduction. It's like he is also a guitar teacher, and he's probably one of those really professional guitar teachers, because when we prepared for the song today, Hellraiser, he printed out some stuff. I usually don't look at anything. I listen to the music and improvise. Learn the song by ear, old school, which is training my ears. And of course, depending on how patient I am and how precise I listen to, mainly I listen on my mobile phone and think, oh yeah, that's close enough, it's good. I kind of shred along and have fun. It works for me. Of course, when I need to prepare 100%, then I spend more time and I get my results. But Andreas just printed that out, and I thought, oh, interesting. The tabs, but you have found those in the internet, right?
Yes.
So how do you prepare? I mean, you prepared for that song as well, and what is your strategy? So, what you know?
We practiced at first.
On
Friday he started. He was the first of us who trained that song.
I read the tabs and,
Yeah.
and play it.
Yeah.
No, also I get these tabs from the internet,
Yeah.
but most of time the tabs are not correctly. So you have to correct it, and then you can
Practice.
practice. So
That's, by the way, something that I found out too. When I listen to the music that I want to play, I make mistakes myself too, because it's like I understand what I want to understand. I want to understand the licks like I know them already. It's like, oh, that's this one and this one. It keeps my life very simple. But sometimes I know it's not correct. But it's workable, because who can tell the difference anyhow? On the other hand, sometimes I really enjoy going that deep, because then you learn about, oh, it's actually, this is a different phrasing. What is this guy doing here? That's cool. I wouldn't do that, but he's doing something that, but you know, talking about that solo lick, for me, I don't know, you played the first part, so I don't actually care about what it is, but you know, I can get the spirits, like something like that, you know. And then there's typical phrases, that licks that you know of. Zakk Wylde, for instance. I'm not even an expert on that Zakk Wylde theme, but just listening to some of the Aussie stuff with the former episode, I go, okay, he is that guy, you know, that has this pentatonic. And then you can think about, is it like 6 notes? And then step down for the next block of 6 notes? Or is it doing 5, like Bonamassa or Eric Johnson? And it's like one is like, the other one would be, and that's the thing. Sometimes I give a fuck. It's because it's fast and nobody can tell the difference anyhow. Yeah. But sometimes it's like, okay, clever guy. He does the 5s, you know, and that's something. When I looked at your tabs, it's like, I was deeply impressed that there's a lot of information. Is it actually this way? Yeah, and it's probably good. So you worked on the tabs and corrected, or is this just what you found on the internet?
No, that's the correct version.
Aha.
Yes. Because the solo part, I have changed a little bit to my tempo.
And that's also a good lesson, because if you can't play something, find an alternative. And guess what? You will always find a solution for that. And in the end, it will be fine. It's better than when you challenge yourself and you fuck it up because you are not ready to do that. Right. And for me, it's always, I know that I don't know every lick and that I cannot play everything. I know my limits very well, but I know what I know and I know what I can do. and this keeps me alive.
Yeah, notes are not the right way or the only way. Yeah, one of my early teachers said, if you hear it and if you feel it, you are right.
Yeah.
Yeah? And if you don't hear it and you don't feel it, then you need the notes. That's the option to help you to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I never played with these dots. I mean, I understand the theory, and I can barely read because my parents put me in the piano lesson. And by the way, I just go next door because I can prove this. Okay, this is getting maybe dark, but here is la 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 la. So.
Just like the real band, the piano player is in the other room.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's go. So there's a piano, and I know a little bit about the thing, and I know there's keys, and I know where the keys are, and I know where the dots are, because this is what I learned as a child. And then I refused to do music, and then I came back with the guitar. So there was a big gap of many, many years, and now. So I understand the whole thing, but I'm not practicing this. So when I look at this, it's like, ooh.
Piano needs a tune.
Yeah. That's true.
Gio wants to help us at the NAMM show.
Where?
He's a punk musician. Gio Sundance.
All jokes aside, I'm a punk musician and I use the Iridium live. Is there a way to apply as an artist for the products? Website, perhaps, yes. Send marketing@bluguitar.com email, and we'll talk to you and we'll find a way. And I'll volunteer myself to help in NAMM. I will. Yeah. Okay, no problem. We will contact you next week. This week is very busy, but send us an email at marketing. And then
I'll check you out.
Yeah, he will check you out, and I will probably contact you, and then we'll see. Actually, I'm still working on the NAMM booth because the world changes. JHS, the British distributor, not JHS, the pedal company, are stopping. And they have a brand called Vintage. And I have 2 signature guitars with Vintage. And therefore, I was always very close with Vintage. And Vintage, as one of their brands, is being sold right now. I don't know what is the future of that brand. If my signature models will be still available, or if they will kick me out. The only fact that I know is that the American distributor of Vintage, the company name is called RBI from Texas. And I had a long phone call with Jim, one of the bosses of RBI, about the booth, because they booked the booth at NAMM and now they don't need that space anymore. And he will check out if we can get that space, hopefully in smaller bits and pieces, because the whole booth is fucking $12,000. And that's, yeah. So we always shared the booth, which brought the cost down. Valeska knows numbers, and she knows $12,000 is quite a money. So we will find a way. So the whole thing at NAMM will happen, but let's see how. Everything under constructions, and the thing is, that's going on behind the scenes at BluGuitar 2025. If you still have a question now, put it in the comments, then we can still edit. I have one more very, for me, topic, very important topic, is our YouTube channel. BluGuitar YouTube channel has reached nearly 15,000. So, but let's go and look at this. This is, if you have not subscribed yet, this is the truth. I can see. So, Lukas, can you show? There's the number. 14,969. So 6970. It's 31 more subscribers. If you please give us your subscribe, then we will hit the 15,000, and we will have a big party.
Like, comments.
Yeah, subscribe. Be a subscriber. On our, it's only 31 missing for the 15K.
Write good comments or bad comments. It's wurscht.
Okay.
Both helps.
Wurscht is Saarländisch. The Germans will understand what Wurst means. The English will, the translation is sausage.
Genau, it's sausage.
It's sausage. And I have to explain a little bit about the German culture and the German history. For English-speaking people, when they learn German, and especially the dialect things or the slang, they kind of go, wow, the Germans are schweinegeil, saukalt. And it's all food-related, and it's all like animal, and it's even, we're talking sausages, pigs.
Trash talk.
Genau. Interesting that our language is based on sausage.
Is there nothing else in other language, in English?
No. I mean, if you
English
have
people are too
polite, they have other words. But if you have an English expression for saukalt, it will not be a sow. Sow is the female pig, you know, and it's like they would say it's fucking. Fucking cold.
Super fucking cold.
Super fucking cold. And that tells us something about your culture as well. Or the French, you know, they have some words. You know, when I go to the public pool, we are living here close to the French border, they have announcements in German and in French. So when they say in German, in Deutsch, wir möchten Sie bitten, Ihre Abfälle bitte in die bereitgestellten Mülleimer zu bringen. And the French version is like, nous vous en prie de mettre votre poubelle dans le salle. The words are so. You think trash is the best thing on the planet, you know? It's like, oh, I love trash, you know, give me more of that shit. You know, it's because the French describe it in such a nice way that it's not, you know, it's no waste, it's no Abfall. It's just a nice thing that you can put away aside, and your life is great.
Alors.
Alors. Je später der Stream, desto lustiger Gold. But gold is Carlsberg gold, Feingold.
Feingold, yeah.
He knows Feingold.
I know many beers and many golds.
So we know Andreas is a beer drinker. What about wine?
No.
Okay,
that makes Sodbrenner.
Sodbrenner. So, ja, oder hier.
Beer and Whisky.
Ja, Bier und Whisky, okay. Ja. Weil Schwein haben, Schwein sein. Ich glaube, mein Schwein pfeift, Perlen vor die Säue werfen, die Sau rauslassen, ne? Ein Schweinegeld verdienen. See, it's all, ne? That's a typical German thing. So, in the culture that some pigs are living. And Valeska is vegetarian.
Sometimes.
But Max is not vegetarian.
No, he's
No,
not.
she's cooking for Max, for the dog, you know.
Rindfleisch.
Ja, genau. Beef, horse, and lamb. Baby sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah, with vegetables, some oils, but I think that the rest is boring.
Well, I can only tell you, she was feeding the dog with a lot of vegetables at the beginning, and the dog was farting all day.
No, it was dog food. It was the common dog food.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so but now Max is cool. He's
a champion.
Yeah. And you go and train him like every Saturday and every day.
Always.
Yeah, and he became so cool. The dog now is totally relaxed because he knows what's going on. He knows us. He enjoys us. Sometimes he comes to my room and then he looks what I'm doing, and then he dances on the floor and rubs his
his back on the floor. Yeah.
And then he's happy, and then he's.
A funny thing is, I was for 8 years I lived vegan.
Yeah.
And then Max came to my house, and I bought meat, eggs, cheese, and all that stuff, yogurt for Max. And then I started to become a vegetarian. Yeah.
But I think we had a steak once.
Yeah, in January.
Yeah, see.
That's why.
She's not super militant.
No.
Let's put it that way.
Genau.
Okay. Now we are actually starting the food conversation. Somebody likes potatoes. Yeah, that's also a very German thing. But here in Germany we have also different cultures of food. I mean, potatoes are pretty common here in the area, but when you go like to Stuttgart area, it's all noodles. Yeah, Maultaschen. See?
Yeah, we had the first steak since 8 years.
Yeah.
For me, it was the first steak since 8 years in LA.
In Los Angeles, yeah.
Yeah.
At the Outback. Which is a good place. So if you go to the NAMM show, the Outback is where we hang and where other musicians hang. I met a bunch of, for instance, Don Airy of Deep Purple, I met there, and then also some German guys like from Ray Garvin, what's this band? Anyway, so...
Can you please share the email for contacting...
Yeah, okay. Lukas, can you put the email? Okay, and now jetzt the Bratkartoffeln.
Another guy asked about is it possible to make a picture at the summit with all BluGuitar.
Maybe we should do that again. Yeah. We should arrange a time, like this is not written in stone now, but maybe like Saturday at the last hour, whatever, 6 o'clock or whenever it's closing. Then we say like 5:45. We make the big picture.
We are all there.
He is also there.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, cool. I didn't know.
I walk around the floors and take interviews.
He is with his girlfriend there as a guest, and he told me yesterday.
Or just giving flyers or something.
Yeah, I asked him.
Alles gut.
Or drinking beer or something.
Yeah, you will have your beer because we cannot pay.
See, this is the truth behind the scenes at BluGuitar.
No money, but lots of friends.
Yeah, and this is the way, and all the money, and we know it's a lot of money, is invested in the company just to get that AmpX finished. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Only for AmpX.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's all my fucking money, because if I had a bank, they would have stopped me. 3 years ago, they would have said, "Hey, Mr. Blug, you promised to deliver now," and I would have said, "Okay, then we have to finish," and then the whole thing would be.
Whole of the economics would say that.
Yeah, but
my banks stopped me also in the last years.
A musician's life.
Yeah. Christian Eckert says he's using 3 years AMP1 Iridium, and he was never disappointed. And by the way, thanks for all the guys in the user group. I'm talking Facebook now. And on the Facebook user group, it's here users. I have seen, of course, sometimes people have little issues, and all the community helps other people, which is great. But then also I see posts like just picked up one at the marketplace, Andrew Shipman. I don't need any other piece of equipment in my life, right? This thing is incredible. And then as I read the 31 comments, and it's good to hear that you guys are happy, because you give us feedback what you are actually doing with the amps. I mean, I do my thing, and Andreas is doing his thing, but I mean, we get the feedback from all over the world and all of different styles, and we see what's going on, what actually really works, and sometimes also what issues you have. And I'm interested in both, because we always want to improve, but it's also sometimes good to see who is using that and how is it being used, and this being shared on the BluGuitar AMP1 users. That's the name of the Facebook group, BluGuitar AMP1 users. So, and now let's see if we have reached a few more followers in the meantime.
Is there a code? 50,000 followers?
72. We have 3 more.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting. No, but I know there's more people watching this episode, and so we will end this here. And I know that more people watching this. Please subscribe so we get to 15K. You can double check. Maybe the algorithm takes a day to update it, but I could see 3 or more here, from the last time.
Yeah,
just a few minutes ago. Next week we'll have Emanuel Knorr on doing his stream, and I'll be back in 2 weeks, probably with Andy Powell of Wishbone Ash and that magic flying V. But I have another topic also in the pipeline, so it's either in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks. But exciting.
And maybe Emanuel will have a special guest in his episode in the Academy of Fred next week.
Yeah, is it 100% sure, or was it? I think it. If
95%.
Yeah.
About that.
So, check out Emanuel Knorr next week. He has a guest. Who was it? Was this the guest from? He told me, but I forgot.
Florian.
Florian.
Hedling.
Florian. Wait a minute. I had contact with him. Let me see if my email account. This is Florian. Oh, and Julian is working. I can see the emails. Florida. Collar? No.
Nee.
No, it's another Florian. Shell. No, this is Daxa. Anyway.
War das nicht Tobias Weitling?
He has a guest. Let's see. What is...
Hopefully.
Okay.
First time with a guest in Academy of Fred.
Yes.
So
Next Monday it will release on Instagram.
Genau, then we needed to know on Monday.
Yep.
Yeah.
By Monday you will know if it worked out and who it is. Okay. Thanks for joining in, and thanks Valeska. Thanks Andreas Usner, or he's used to his name. Valeska always says Usner.
Mr. Usner.
User Usner.
That's Paul Usner.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
It's always, I'm always here. So I put on my cabo duster. No, but that's there's a lot of things here that I usually don't. Anyway, thanks for joining in. It's been a big pleasure to have 3 people in the room, and see you again soon. Stay tuned and subscribe to the YouTube so we see that 15K. Yeah. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.